First cutting haylage for 2018 is done. It's Saturday afternoon here. We're getting ready to cover the bunk. We put the last few touches on it here. We just got done chopping a little while ago. This bunk here that these two tractors are in now, we filled it. That's bunk 4. Bunk that the articulator just came out of is bunk 2. We put our better quality haylage in bunk 2. All of our Roundup Ready alfalfa went into it, along with our thicker stands of alfalfa as well. The better quality feed would be in that bunk. Some good stuff still went into bunk 4, but we tried to keep our best stuff in the bunk 2. This video is a little bit long. It's about 40 minutes long. Took us just over 3.5 hours to cover these bunks here. And we used 8 truckloads of tires, and we ended up having to get a couple more bucket loads out of the old bunk that we stored tires in. To finish out the last little bit there, we covered the rest of bunk 2 there. We ended up running clear down over right from the back of bunk 4. We covered the whole bunk 4 first. Then we ended up covering bunk 2. Just getting the army put together here now. We're going to get covering this. We had, must have been 10 guys helping us here. Everybody was quite tired. Okay, so that dual rim was right there, and I ended up backing over the top of it, and I ended up pushing it up in a pile right there, bent the hell out of the rim. Needs one of them rings, bent the ring all the hell. So, push this up out of the way. There. Yeah, bent that ring all the hell. So, before we pile all our junk, so we're about an hour in, covering the bunk here now. We use 2 pieces of plastic. We use that clear plastic that's got that blue tint to it. That's I believe that's 1.5 mil or 2 mil thick, and then the stuff we're using on top I believe is 5 mil black and white. The clear gives it a little more, gives it just a little better sealing capacity. We don't throw any feed out. We'll uncover a bunk. Repeat 10 days, we'll uncover the bunk, and we won't throw anything out. The feed is just as fresh as it went in. Cover it the way we do with them 2 pieces of plastic. We overlap about 4 feet from one piece to the other, and it just seems to work pretty good for us. Years ago, we used to have to pitch quite a bit off the top of the bunk. We do a fair job of packing. This bunk here is almost empty. This is our high moisture corn bunk. We've got corn silage in that bunk, and corn silage in the other bunk over there that the tractors and the truck are parked in. Corn silage on one side and last year's first cutting on the other. Okay, I'm going to start to speed this video up a little bit. I think you kind of get the idea here. We've got our second piece of plastic on this bunk 4 here now. There's 2 50-foot pieces of plastic running clear across the bunk here, and I'm going to speed this up just so it doesn't make this damn video so long here. I just gotten out of the telehandler here, and I'm going to roll out another section of plastic, which will be the 3rd piece. It took 4 pieces of plastic to get this one bunk 4 done, and then we ended up covering bunk 2. We've got bunk 4 all covered here. It took us 4 sections of plastic to get this bunk 4 covered from one end to the other here. We started with 8 loads of tires. We've got a load on a truck that's inside this hay barn here still, and another load that's on this truck that's sitting in this other bunk where this articulator's parked alongside a couple of the 8320s here, so after we get this bunk 4 covered, we start in covering bunk 2 here. Okay, the first piece of plastic on bunk 2 from the bunk 4 wall is spread out, and we're about done. We're just stacking some extra tires up on the edge of the first piece of plastic, so when we throw our second piece on there, we haven't got to carry them so far when we bring the payloader up to dump on the second piece here. So that's what we're doing here. We've already spread out the second piece, and we've spread the tires off the first tarp and brought them forward onto the second tarp. Now we're dumping extra tires on this second tarp to get ready to throw the third tarp on there. Okay, kind of the same old thing here. This is our second piece of plastic that we put on this bunk 2 here, and we are slowly closing in on getting this bunk completely covered here. So we're laying out our third piece of plastic right now, and we're slowly but surely getting to the end of this project here. Well, that's it. That's the last of the tires. All the tires are cleaned up out of this other bunk there. They're just dumping the last payloader bucket on there now, and now the payloaders had to travel across the road to gather up some more tires because we ran out. But that's a wrap. Okay, we covered these bunks in about 3.5 hours. It took nearly 40 man hours to do, but we've got everything covered here. It's about 6:30 at night here now, and everybody's kind of packed up and gone for the night. So we got these two done, and that's a good job to get out of the way. This bunk here that I'm flying over has got BMR silage in it. There's a little bit of haylage left in the back of this bunk, second cutting that we put high moisture corn in. We've got conventional in that narrow bunk, and then this wider bunk that's almost fed out to the rear is conventional corn as well. And then there's a cement wall divider between it and that next pile there. And then the other pile on the left-hand side where the manure tanks are, that's BMR silage. And then we're building another bunk down in below that we're going to be able to fill from the top, and we plan on putting second cutting in it, second and third cutting, and hopefully they can get the floor poured here in the next week, 10 days. We'll be looking at doing hay here in another 3 weeks. So with that being said, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll catch you at the next video.